At time of recording, I've probably played about 40 hours of Where Winds Meet now, a good chunk of them coming from playing on the Chinese servers, but now that global is out, we can actually read the menus, everything isn't in Mandarin, and I've got some thoughts about the game. Generally, I would say I'm still very much enjoying this game, and people ask me, Baggins, what do you think about this? I would say give it a go. It's free to play after all. I do think there is something to this. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but overall for me, the combat feels very, very good. I like the animations, I like the movement, I like just existing in the open world, but there are some things that are pretty big drawbacks as well, and I think it depends what approach you're going to take to this game. If you go into Where Winds Meet expecting to play an MMO, because there is, that word does float around with this game, you're not really getting that experience so far. It might change later on, but as it is right now, once you hit level 10, you can switch from solo mode over to online mode. And when you're in online mode, which I'm on right now, you can see other players around in the open world. Problem is, outside of like this village hub here, they don't really exist. In fact, the online mode in general, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what exactly it's for. It just seems for basically just goofing around and doing AFK activities. It doesn't really give the same sense that you would get, when we play New World. Even just something as simple as doing a chest run doesn't really seem to exist so far in the game. Now, it might just be that because we're in these early levels, people are still progressing and playing through the storyline, and once we get to the end game, we'll see a lot more content happening in online mode. But so far, it kind of feels like it's there, but it doesn't really have a purpose. And if you guys have an opinion on online mode, if there's something that I'm missing that makes this really good, please let me know in the comments down below, because I want to spend more time playing this game as an MMO, but it feels like every time I want to do any progression, it's like, all right, let's do a side quest to unlock an ability. I have to go back to solo mode. Let's do the main storyline. I have to go back to solo mode. Let's go do this quest over here. I'll probably go back to solo mode. Let's do my advancement, I've got where is it? This one up here, and then we go and I do the progression thing, where the level breakthrough or whatever, gotta go back to solo mode. Everything requires going back to solo mode. In fact, the amount of content that we can do in online mode, in the MMO mode, is basically just what these two guys are doing here. You can do emotes with each other. You can do some dueling, so I can go up to somebody and request to spar them. So we go here, spar, and then I can have a practice 1v1. But yeah, outside of that, doesn't really seem like there's too much to be done here, and I really wish that they could bring the two together. I wish I could be doing my solo sort of exploration and going around and doing the quests and see other players at the same time, but the only way we can really do that is if I go into the co-op mode. So if you can invite up to 4 friends to play with you, but it's not the same as the full MMO experience. One thing that I have heard about online mode that makes it good, apparently resources. If you want to go gather flowers, you want to chop down trees, you want to gather rocks to craft certain items, if you want to, we go into the crafting menu here, we want to make some this stuff, we want to make some medicine, I'll cook some meals. Resources apparently respawn very quickly when you're in online mode, like every 5 to 10 minutes, whereas when you're in the solo world that you can play in, it's every 24 hours. So perhaps there's a big advantage there, but outside of that, I'm not really seeing it. But I'd love if you guys have more knowledge than me, especially if you played on the Chinese servers. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. One of the problems that I've been having with Where Winds Meet, and this was the same in my first impressions video, is this game has an unbelievable amount of menus. I don't really know if there's anything the devs can do about this. I feel like I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining, but I believe most people will agree who play this game. There's just endless amounts of menus. I spent 5 minutes before I started recording this video just trying to go through and clear out all these red dots, and I've failed. There's still so many more that I need to go to. In some ways, it's a good testament to how much content there is in this game, but sometimes I feel like it's almost, it's a bloat, They just added in everything without questioning whether they should have done it or not. I think in the long run, I'm probably gonna, rescind this statement, because I'll have a chance to play through it all, and I'll be grateful for just how much stuff there is to do in this game. But so far, in terms of the content that I enjoy, or what I've been looking for in an MMO, it's been dungeons, it's been PvP, it's been that sort of group content activity, and we just haven't had too much of that made available to us yet. And this is getting onto the third and perhaps the biggest problem. We'll see how it feels in the long run, but that is the time gating. So the developers of this game, and I've seen this happen with quite a few other games that come out of China and Korea, there is a lot of time gating on what you can do. So for example, we talked about PvP, we go to Wandering Paths, and then we go to Challenges here. Not Challenges, sorry, I lied, we go to Arena. We've got 2 different game modes behind my camera here. We have 1v1 Arena, and we have Perception Forest. This is the Battle Royale game mode, which we might include some footage of towards the end of this video. And then we have 1v1 Arena. This is only available for 5 hours, so I'm going to be going to bed soon after I finish recording this video and editing it and do the thumbnail. And by the time I log on tomorrow, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play this. It's 10 to 6 local time. So yeah, I don't know. I think the fact that the 1v1 arena is like only limited to certain times a day, I'm not a big fan of it. I know it's kind of common with games that are developed in China, but personally, I don't feel like it translates too well to the West. But again, I'd love to get you guys' perspective on why this is. The Battle Royale game mode you can do whenever you want, but 1v1 arena just feels like it's got more stakes to it. There is actually rewards for like climbing the ladder. You have a talent tree and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And then outside of that, we also have our content over here. Heroes Realm, which I believe is the dungeons, we don't unlock until level 51. And the problem with that is they've also time gated how fast you can level up in this game. So I'm level 28 right now. And at some point in the future, I'm going to be able to go to level 30 because we have this breakthrough thing. In fact, let me go over to solo mode and I can better show it to you. Oh, here we go. So when you want to hit level 30 and then progress and go to level 31, 32, 33, you have to do a breakthrough, but we can't do it because it's going to be locked for another 24 hours. So we're going to be able to go to 40 tomorrow and then we're going to go to 50 the next day. So it's going to be another 3 days until we can do a dungeon. And then once you start doing dungeons, you have another mechanic that's kind of gating you in the form of favor. So we go back to that menu again, Wandering Paths. Here we are. We have this energy mechanic here. I think I called it favor, but I don't know why. Energy is the name of it. This is a resource that you consume when you loot a chest. So whenever you get to the end of a dungeon or a piece of group content, you have the option to loot a chest, but it will use energy to do so. It's the same in raids as well. I think 20 is the minimum spend, but sometimes I've seen it cost like 60 or 80. You can go for like multiple loots. Now, thankfully, there isn't really any like pay to win or like mechanic in here where you can get more of it back. It just automatically recharges. There is this replenish stuff you get here, this pillow powder, which you get from the battle pass, both on the free and the paid track, but there's no other way to purchase it as far as I'm aware. And I guess that's one thing. Well, actually, no, we'll save that tangent. I was going to talk about like pay to win or whatever, but I think that might be for a separate video. So far, I would say the pay to win still doesn't really exist. There isn't really any pay to win. Like there is a battle pass. You can buy the battle pass and it's got some extra stuff in it. But New World had the same thing where you can buy the battle pass and then it had some extra currency and crafting materials, weapon matrix, armor matrix. And did we call New World pay to win? Most people would say no. So yeah, it's generally just spending money on cosmetics in this game is still the case. Finally, the last big problem that I see Where Winds Meet having right now is the character creation slots. So right now, this is actually on the Chinese servers. And as you can see here, I've got like multiple different character slots. I've got my main guy, then I made a new one just to try out some like the new player experience again. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 character slots. So we got 6 character slots in total here. Whereas if I go over to the global server, you just have one. You have your one character. You cannot delete them and you cannot make any new characters. And this has been a problem for some people because they made a character, they chose the wrong difficulty and they wanted to play legendary difficulty, but you can't. Like if you make a character and you don't choose legendary difficulty, you can't then go in and change the decision up. You can only lower the difficulty down from legendary to the lower difficulties. You can't go up into legendary. The solution from the devs so far has just been to make a new account. But I feel like, again, if you got your battle pass, you got your skins or whatever in there, if you want some sort of cross progression or you just keep everything in one place, it doesn't feel like the most elegant of solutions, especially since they do have multiple character slots here on China. Why exactly that can't be extended to the global release, I don't know. Perhaps it's something that is in the works, but I know a bunch of you guys have been having an issue with that. For me, it's a little bit of a bummer as well, because my first playthrough, I just went with the baby difficulty. I'm in story mode just so we could get through the story faster and get to the PvP and the dungeons and the group content. And then I was going to do a legendary playthrough, but it turns out I can't because I need to make a second character. So yeah, bit of a weird oversight there. I'm not sure if there's some technical issue as to why they can't do that. But yeah, just wanted to talk about the lack of character slots and why we do have them on the Chinese servers, but we don't have them on global. Bit of a weird one there. But anyway, guys, that has been my main problems or issues that I've been having with Where Winds Meet so far. I know this video sounds like it's been just so much negativity, but I am actually really enjoying this game. I'm very much looking forward to getting into the higher levels. I'm hoping it's going to feel a lot more MMO-y once we can actually unlock dungeons and more PvP. I'm keen to try the 30 versus 30 guild stuff and actual raids. But so far, right now at this moment in time, I'm still massively enjoying just doing stuff like this. I mean, this is, it's just really fun. And man, the game does look really good. I don't know, people say this is like a mobile game or whatever, but dude, the graphics are really, really clean. I know the UI is one thing, but yeah, it's just a fun game to play. Generally, we still would recommend it, but for those of you who've been asking, like, what's the bad stuff so far? Tell me about the bad Baggins, because I feel like everybody just wants to hear, like, what's wrong with the game. Those are the main issues that I've been having. But let me know. Am I alone? Have you guys been having the same issues? Let me know in those comments down below. I think I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay of a Battle Royale that I played on today's stream. We played some of the Battle Royale game mode. I think there are some bots that the lobby puts in with you. I think it's the enemies that have the Chinese names or the names that are in Mandarin, in the Hanzu. I'm fairly confident that we did actually get to fight some players, and it was good fun. I'm terrible with the combat and PvP. I feel like everybody was still learning, and I feel like nobody's really like doing parries and blocks too well. But nonetheless, if you guys want to see some gameplay of some PvP and where winds meet, you'll be able to watch that for the rest of this video. With that being said, if you want more content, if you got any further questions about the game, hop into the stream. We're going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch most days. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more, enjoy the clip, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. I don't know where the servers are hosted, because it's like a global server, right? So I don't know where the servers are hosted on this thing. We've got double spear right now. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. No enemy players nearby. There is PvE in here. You can take down like AI as well. Global server? Yeah, everybody's just on the same server. There's just one server for all English-speaking sort of countries. And even like some non-English. It's all of Europe, all of North America, Australia, etc. Global is everywhere that just basically isn't China. Well and truly global. What sword is this? It's nameless, right? Or just strategic? Okay, it is nameless. Dude. Woo! Press escape, you see in the top left screen. Yeah, I don't. I don't have the ping option in the top right. I don't know if it's like a Steam thing. And because I'm playing on whatchamacallit, I don't get to see it, but I do not have that option. Right, what abilities have we got so far? Flaming Meteor, Golden Body, Yakasha Rush. Is this Battle Royale co-op? You can do Battle Royale with a squad of up to 5 if you want, but I'm just doing the solo mode of it right now. But you can do it with up to 5 players, Wild Captain. I'm enjoying the game enough, that chat, that I do want to keep playing. I want to see more of what this game has to offer. Soaring Spin? It's pretty good. Can I... Right, so if I do... Gotta figure out if there's a better way to do this. Soaring Spin. No. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yeah, it's a good gap closer, right? What's my ability to like heal? Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Victory. Was that Vernal Umbrella? That's the DPS one, isn't it? Ninefold Umbrella. Okay, there we go. Cool. Wait. Is this the DPS umbrella? I think it is. I think I want the healing umbrella more, right? I think so. Even though it's legendary. I think. I don't know how important having a healing weapon is in this game mode. I feel like it would be pretty important in PvP, but... How to change server to make my ping better? I don't think you can, PLA. I think when you do any, like, online play, it just chooses your server for you. Oh, a player. Finally. Come on. Got him. Oof. Time to kill's a little bit too long in my opinion, chat. It takes too long to kill somebody. I don't know. It's also just like a lot of just spamming CC, like endlessly staggering people. I don't know, maybe it's just a case of like people getting better with like using the breakout combos and stuff like that. Because it feels like once you land an attack, you can like chain CC them for a very long time, but... HP. Can I switch out for certain ones? Martial arts skill. Should I go for Panacea Fan instead of... Yeah, maybe I should. Okay. What game mode is this? We're doing the Battle Royale stuff. Yeah, we're doing BR. Battle Royale. Call it the Nameless Forest or something like that. Oh, another player? Woo! Who are you? Monk Merchant. Hey, buddy. Purchase. Potions, I guess. Should I use these? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Are you a healer? I'm playing... Again, this is a Battle Royale game mode, so you just pick up whatever you find in the Battle Royale. Right now I've got Nameless Sword and Panacea Fan, so I've got like a DPS healer hybrid. But this is just for PvP. So where are the other players? Oh, somebody coming this way? Dolphin. Dude, let me attack him. Thank you. Holy flip, this guy had a lot of stuff. Is there anything I want? I don't think so. No? Alright, it's 1v1. Do we win? Do we lose, chat? Here we go. GG's! Woo! I didn't really do much blocking or parrying. I kind of just went with aggression. I just see somebody and I just went for it. But it seemed to work. I don't know, just unbelievable aggression seems to just panic people. So I'm sure like playing against, once people get a hand of like what they're doing more, but for now it just seems like just go aggressive.